Thank you.
Amen. Toivos, Toivos.
3rd of December, Rabbi Levitt, Kimura.
We'll be back soon. Right. Okay, yeah. So we were talking about the yain that became uncovered. So it's got a din of being goloi. And is there a way to fix it up, to remove the to strain it with a misanenet so that it doesn't have, just has wine and it doesn't have anything else that might be dangerous, such as snake juice. So we're up to okay, we got up to the Gemara's kasha. So rather than just starting from there, we'll not know really what we're talking about, because let's just start from this place that we brought the brisa. The Ovid law misanenes kerebi Nehemiah. We're saying that the Gemara is giving an answer over here that the brisa that allows to use a chabis of tevo that became uncovered for Trumas Meiser to give to the Kohen as a present, Matnas Kuna. It's talking about a case where they did misanenes. They strained this wine that was left uncovered. And now the Gemara is going to bring the brisa, and then on that the Gemara is going to bring another question. But let's just review what it says in the brisa. And if you're wondering where it is that we're holding, because he didn't mark it off, so I'll tell you that we're on Kuf Tes Vav, Amid Base, 115b. And it's right over from the Tosos that says Amosai. It's the second from the bottom Tosos on the page. Just right over there. The Ovid Bo Mesanenes Nehemiah Desanya.
In the art scroll, it's 115b4, left column, second paragraph. The Gemara answers.
Right, because we just posed a question that how is it that we could give wine that was uncovered, and lechatchila we could give a declaration to make it trumas meiser to give to the Kohen. It's talking about wine that was uncovered. Wine that's uncovered, we brought a brisa that says that we don't use it. It's not. It certainly can't be drunk, because it might have snake poison in it, and not even to put it on the ground where people walk. We shouldn't do that either. So now the Gemara is answering that. The Ovid law misanenes. We strained it, like it says in the brisa. Okay, so Roy, are you up to reading from the?
I'm not so sure. This is the Gemara answers. Ifsha the manach.
The Ovad lo b'mesanenes. Oh, actually, Avar with a resh. Dalid ayin base resh. The Avar lo b'mesanenes. That they caused the wine to pass over a Misanenis, a strainer.
Built-in clause. I think you better read comments. I'll just listen. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting over it, but I can sort of.
Okay, we don't want you to
Sorry.
overextend yourself.
No. Sorry about that. I think that.
Very well. So we'll go to Lou. Bezos Hashem. Can you read Lou?
Yes. The avar
Baruch Hashem.
bimisanenes kirevi Nehemiah. He passes through a strainer in accordance with Rabbi Nehemiah. Desanya, like we learned in a brisa, misanenes yesh ba mishum gilui. A straining device is subject to being uncovered.
Right. According to the Tanakhama, it doesn't help. It still has a status of being uncovered. It's usher to drink it.
Amar Rabbi Nehemiah said, Amasai, when is this true? Bisman she hitach tona megula. When the lower one is uncovered. Aval bisman she hatach tona mechusa, but when the lower one is covered, afal pi she ha elyona megula, even though the upper one is uncovered, ein ba mishum gilui. It does not come under the law of uncovered. Lefi she'eres shel nachash dome lisfog. For the venom of a serpent is like a sponge. V'tzaf ha'omed bimekomo. Floats, and it stands in its place. So I guess
right. So
what I'm saying is that the venom will be maintained in the upper part of this combination of vessels and a sieve, so that if the lower part is completely covered, then we have no fear that any venom is in it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about this. See that this is the basic picture that I see from here over here. Like Rashi said, we're going to read the Rashis, but you got two receptacles. You got a receptacle, one on top of the other. The one on top is the mesanenet. It's the strainer, and it's covering the lower receptacle. and so you put the wine that was uncovered into the upper receptacle, the strainer, and then you got the strained wine on the bottom. So Rabbi Nehemiah says that what did the Tanakama mean when he said it's unacceptable to regard this strained wine as being not subject to the prohibition of being gilui, of being uncovered, and therefore being usher. When was the Tanakama talking? He was talking Bisman Shetaktona Magula, when the upper receptacle, the strainer, was uncovered, because why? I'm sorry, incorrect. Bisman Shetaktona, when the lower receptacle that the top one is straining into it is uncovered. Yeah, of course. If that's uncovered, so then you got the same problem that you had before you strained it. You didn't you strained it and then you left it uncovered, I guess he means. And it's a hard way to explain what the Hahaim were talking about. Truth to tell, maybe I don't understand it fully. But if the taktona is covered, if the taktona, the lower receptacle, is going to be covered, meaning covered by the upper receptacle, by the strainer, so then afupisha elyon megula, even though the top one is uncovered. So then, for some reason, we're not concerned about the top one having snake juice in it. Why not? Because the snake juice is like a sponge. It sticks to itself. It doesn't integrate. It doesn't get mixed. It doesn't get mixed irreversibly mixed with the yain. It floats and stays by itself. So a strainer will just prevent it from going down into the bottom, and then you'll have wine that doesn't have any snake juice in it, according to Rabbi Nehemiah. In other words, we're not worried that there's going to be another, even if there'll be another snake that'll drink from the top receptacle. So what? So we just got more snake juice up there. But it's not going to be a problem because it stays by itself. It doesn't get irreversibly mixed together with the wine, and the strainer strains it. That's it. As long as the bottom one is not left uncovered, it's always been covered by the strainer, so it'll work. That's the way he's explaining the Tanakama. But at any rate, whether the Tanakama agrees to that or not, that's what Rabbi Nehemiah holds. That'll be sufficient and acceptable, and it won't be subject to the prohibition of uncovered wine. And so, therefore, that's what our brisa was talking about when it said that you could use the wine that was left uncovered. It means you could use the wine that was left uncovered after you strained it. And you can make a declaration on such wine and make it Trumas Meister and give it to the Kohen. Okay. Okay. And now the Gemara is going to ask a kasha. Phil, I think we read the Rashi Yesh bo mishum gilui on Yom Chamishi.
Let me see which one we're talking about. Which one? I'm trying to find my word.
Dibra mastil yesh bo mishum gilui.
Trying to find where it is on the page.
It's a little bit lower than the second Tosfos Emosai.
Yeah. Okay. Yesh bo mishum gilui, because Shrich will cover it. Ha'elyon, on the top one. Kadesh lo yeh boanach. what the snake shouldn't drink from it. Even though shehayayin mistanen, even though the wine is being filtered, v'holech and goes, haishinan, we're concerned, shema pahapsya avor haaras, that the im hayayin, that the poison will, or the venom, shall we say, will pass with the wine together, letoch hakli, inside the vessel. The Kol shekain, and all the more so, kehish tatain migula, when it's uncovered.
Sorry, see you tomorrow, Majesty.
Okay, Roy.
Refuah Shalema, Roy.
Feel better. Okay. Right. So the Rashi is explaining, according to the Tanakama, that if you have the top one, the receptacle, which is the strainer itself, if that's going to be you need to cover. He says you need to cover the top receptacle, so that you won't have a nachash. Again, yeah, yes, right. See, this brisa really is not talking about straining snake juice. This brisa is talking about straining wine which is dregs, and you're trying to get decent drinkable wine from the dregs of the wine, which is basically not so drinkable. That's really what you're using. That's the general case why you're using a strainer. But the brisa, subject of the brisa is that in the course of doing that straining of the dregs of the wine, you've got to have, according to the Tanakama, you got to have the top receptacle, meaning the strainer, to make sure that strainer is covered, because you got a wine over there, dregs of wine, and you want it to be covered so a snake's not going to jump over there and shoot his snake juice into the top receptacle when he drinks from the wine. So he says you got to have it covered, the top one, and if you don't have it covered, then we're concerned that the Nakash is going to drink from this top receptacle. And even though Rashi says the wine is being strained, it's being strained and going down into the bottom receptacle. Nevertheless, says Rashi, according to this Tanakama of this brisa, Kaishinen, we're still concerned. Shemayavura eres imayayin, that the strainer is not going to sufficiently strain the wine from the what do you call it, from the venom, to separate it out from the venom to the wine, so even if the top one is uncovered, the Tanakama says no good, not good enough. It's subject to the prohibition of uncovered wine. And then Rashi ends off, Kol shekain kshatachton magula, and all the more so would it have a din of being uncovered if you left the bottom receptacle uncovered for any period of time. I don't know how long. Rashi doesn't say how long, but if that would be uncovered, all the more so the Tanakama holds that would be prohibited wine. And what Rabbi Nehemiah said was that no, as long as the bottom receptacle is always being covered by the strainer on top, so we're not concerned that the top strainer is uncovered. Okay, so now we got the intricacies of the Misanenet over here down. Baruch Hashem. And now we go to the Gemara's question. Lav itmar Allah. And back to Lou. Lav itmar Allah. Allah.
But it was not stated regarding this. Amar Rabbi Simon, Amar Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi, which was said by Rabbi Shimon in the name of Rabbi Yoshua ben Levi, Lo Shanu Ella Shelo Tirako. They only taught where one did not mix. My English says after it was uncovered.
After it was
Not
uncovered.
mix after it was uncovered. Aval Tirako Asur. But if one did mix, it's prohibited. So what are we talking about? What are we mixing?
Yeah, it's not clear at all. Let's see. Let's take a look at Rashi. Maybe Rashi's going to help us out.
Well, we Rashi, but obviously, if you're mixing, the question is if there's, snake poison in it. You're going to mix. It's not going to be exactly very healthy situation once it's within the mixture. Okay, let's take a look at the two cases. First of the two Rashi on it was first Shalo Turko, that he did mix it. The Shalo Ervo Adam, when the man did not mix it up. The Kagon that it is mistanen is filtered. She'ain ish nogeabo, because a man, nobody touched it. Man did not touch it. Aval, but then that's the first case. The second case, though, is the aval tarko also. But if he did mix it up, it would be usher. The hachi here, bahach havit in this barrel, kima arev. It is mixed. It is ma'ara is poured.
When he pours it out.
They should dilate, and it's enough for him. May Chavi from the barrel lemistanan to filter, mitrek to mix, umit balbel will get confused. Haares im yayin, it'll confuse up the poison, the venom with the wine. The yotzei it'll go out derech hamistan filter. It'll go out through the filter, even though through the strainer to the vessel. So even once it's mixed up, it's still gonna. It's the mixture will all go together as a mixed up item into the filter, through the filter down to the vessel below, because it's mixed. It's not going to be stopped.
Okay, so what we're talking about in terms of the mixing, we're not talking about mixing we're talking about mixing up the barrel, I think. And that's when a person is going to be involved with, like Rashi says, with taking the barrel and maybe Mikimare, Bashadile, Mechavis, when in the what because what's he trying to do over here? He's got a barrel. This is the case here. He's got a big barrel of wine, and this wine was unwittingly left uncovered. And then he comes into the cellar and he says, "Oy vey, I got uncovered wine over here. What am I going to do now?" So he's got to strain it. So the problem is that that if he's going to do this, what the Gemara says, tarko, and he's going to Rashi explains he's going to maybe shake the shake up the. I'm thinking Mara could be also be to shake b'shade and to throw the from the chavis into the misanenet, into the strainer. So what that's going to do, he says, is matriku misbalbel ha'eres imayayin. That's going to mix up in the barrel any eris that there is, any snake juice that there is, together with the wine, and then yotzi derech hamisanenes lekli. It's all gonna go out in a tyrobus, in a mixture into the through the misanenes, through the strainer into the receptacle below, and we're and so even according to Rabbi Nehemiah, if he did like that, so we're concerned. We're concerned. But Rashi says the way he's got to do it, he's got to do it b'shalo irvu adam. A person didn't mix it up when he and how would that be that he didn't mix it up? Didn't mix up the wine in the barrel, which may contain some eris in it. Ukagon haf misanenes she'ein ish nogea bo. The person wasn't involved in touching the thing. The wine was just filtered by itself. I don't know how it's going to get filtered by itself. It needs to be put into the strainer. I'm not sure exactly what the Gemara means. How can a person not be involved?
Well, there's a question if the person's mixing it, the person is involved. The question is, he's definitely mixing the poison, so it does create a problem.
How's he gonna not touch the barrel and put the wine into the strainer to get it strained? It's not gonna get into the strainer by itself. I don't understand the case that it says that if he's not gonna, a person's not gonna mix the wine. No, you're there. Okay, okay, we got more time over here. So this is the Gemara's asking a question over here. So if this is so, imkain le'inyan chavis shenizgal lo yo'il af l'Rebbi Nehemiah lahaviru b'mesanenes. Kevin shekasher hu ma'areh es hayayin el mesanenes mitareva eres. I think that's basically what the Gemara is saying. There's no way to do this. There's no way to do this in a way that it's going to prevent any possible snake juice that's in this barrel together with the wine from getting mixed up and integrated with the wine. If the person is gonna take the barrel and move it and position it in order that the wine goes through the strainer. So there doesn't seem to be any eitzah, and that's the Gemara's question. It's not really. I don't know. According to that, I don't know what Rabbi Nehemiah is talking about. That if he's talking about he's in other words, you know what? You want to know the truth? The Rabbi Nehemiah, they're not talking about a case that there already was snake juice in the wine. They're not talking about a case like that. They're talking about a guy wants to strain the dregs of his wine. He's got wine that's from the dregs, so he wants to strain it out so he can get some drinkable wine and not have to drink the dregs. That's what we're talking. The wine doesn't have any. The wine up until now has not been uncovered. That's what the brisa with Rabbi Nechemia is talking about. And so but here we're already talking about using that way of straining the wine with and putting it through a strainer with wine that already has been left uncovered. And the Gemara is basically saying that Rabbi Nechemia's view is not gonna work if a person is gonna take the barrel and move it and shake it and throw the wine into the strainer, because it's going to mix up the possible snake juice that's in the barrel with the wine, and you're not going to be able to properly strain it out. That's what the Gemara is asking. So let's see what the answer is. Gemara answers Hasam Nami. Over there in that case as well. And I think, Phil, you are the last one here.
What do you mean everybody? Where is everybody?
Alan is listening. So Alan's listening.
Alan can unmute and read there, because you're reading the Gemara. I've just read a couple of these Rashis through it.
Okay.
Alan? Unmute and listen, Alan.
No, I don't know. Alan is Alan's not able to read today. Hopefully tomorrow.
He's moving, but he can just unmute and read. Alan, do you hear me? Raise your hand if you hear us. Oh, there goes Alan, standing up. Okay, well, we're at, let's see, we're up to, let me get the place we're at the Hachaim.
Hasam Nami, says the Gemara, no, Hasam Nami, Efshar de Manach Midi Apuma, the Chavisa.
Time out. I got a problem with the let me get to the Chasam Nami. I got to find, okay, Chasam Nami here also. It's beginning of a line. Chasam Nami. Esher de Meneach. It's also possible to place midays, to place it a puma, the havid on the opening of the barrel, the top of the barrel. So you place the shafi lay and then pour it. And pour it out. So you could do some kind of a thing about putting it on top of the barrel and then do it. Okay.
And then the shafi lay to, I guess.
Well, the Rashi is the menech midei, to place it on there, or like on the top there. A beged ushule kavara, a cloth, so to speak, a clothing, or shuli, or the rims of the strainer, al pi achavit, on top, on the mouth of the barrel, the shafile, and then pour it out. Misaneno nachad, and it'll be strained, gradually, so to speak. Shafi is lashon shafei. It's language of spilling. Kamo hashofan yayin. He's got a proof of where it says that. Latamre. Latamre. His dates. Lechavero and his friends, the Baba Mitzia, someplace in Baba Mitzia it says it. Daf.
I have that word in parentheses, and they have a correction that it should, instead of being tamre with a tough, it should be lechamre with a ches. Or then there's another choice, lechavero, for his friend. In other words, he's like in any case. So the main point over here that comes out from the Rashi, that he says like this, shafile, he'll be able to pour it, umisanano, and strain it benachas. Benachas means gently, right. Gingerly, and not roughly and abruptly, which is going to cause everything to get mixed. That's what we don't want. And so therefore the Gemara is saying, no, there's an eitzah to do it like that, like what we're saying here, to put something on the top of the barrel, and then pour into the strainer from there, and like that you're not going to have to wrestle and hassle with the barrel and jumble it up and mix the snake juice together with the wine. Okay, that's that. And then we got another question, looks like. Rabbi Nehemiah, mi tarminon. Tarminon is from a language of litrom, to take off the trumas and maasros. And we'll leave this question for tomorrow, Be'ezus Hashem. Taking off truma, that's because even if you could take care of the problem of the snake juice, we said that the wine is tameh. So how can you be torim wine that's tameh for wine that's not?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the question. We'll see. Okay. All the best, everybody.
Okay.
Have a great day. Shkoyach.
Okay, thank you.
Phil and Alan. Bracha batzlacha. Sirus Tovos. Feel good.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye. Bye, Alan.
Bye.